Howdy everyone, Squire here, and we have...
Daniel?
Who just did what?
I won a tournament with Ruby Steel, believe it or not.
Awesome, and how much did you enjoy this deck?
A lot actually. I somehow made it work because I've not seen it being used too much in tournaments online and whatnot. So I thought I'd give it a try. Nothing wrong with having too much removal, is there?
No, that's true. And where was the tournament located?
We're at Geek Retreat Blackburn.
And what time do they start and
So
what
we
days?
have two tournaments at Geek Retreat Blackburn. One is a Thursday evening starting at 6:30 and one is on Sunday starting at 12:30.
Awesome, so let's get through the deck, see what you played.
Right, so I'll start with some of the just miscellaneous things here. We've got two Aladdins. This is mainly there. It's just nice to have as a shift target to the big Aladdin, which I do play. But I found that making an opponent lose though can be really crucial later on in the game. You could really change the game around. But mainly for a shift target. Next one, I play 4 Pongos. Obviously quest for 2, I think is the biggest thing, and the evasive. There are other options I could have chosen. I thought Pongo was probably the lowest cost evasive character I could have chosen. I quested for 2 and didn't immediately die to something like Grab Your Souls. Which is why I chose that, because I think I just have the ability to go slightly wide is nice. Late game anyway, obviously, because it's 4 costs, it's not going to go wide early game. But yeah, it's just nice to have. It's mainly there for questing, obviously. So yeah, so that's the miscellaneous bits. Next, we're going to have all the attackers. So my lowest attacker is Hook, which should come to no surprise. But still, you got to play Hook. I think Hook's just insane. They're to attack for 3 damage. Challenger +2, and he's 2 life as well, so he doesn't die too easily. But yeah, so I think any still deck should be playing this at 4, and I think it's just such a good card. Next is one of the most famous cards in red for attacking, the Reckless Rusher Maui. He's just insane. 6 rush 6 for cost 5. That's inkable. What more can I say? Just absolutely insane. Next, I already mentioned this before when I mentioned Aladdin's. There's the big Aladdin. He's also really great. I found out today in particular he's actually very pressuring. Like playing on board, the opponent doesn't have much on board. They start to get scared of him and they don't want to quest. Like it's a lot of pressure's put on board really. Really good as well. So absolutely worth playing it. Also inkable, so the 7 cost doesn't matter if you see it too early, just ink it. It's not a big issue. So that's all the attackers. Next, just something to support both attacking and questing, and that is readying characters. Not only mine, but the opponent as well. In fact, that's the reason why I play both of these. This last, obviously, it stays on the board unless they play Steel and play a Beast, and then rest in peace, the Shield. LeFou is instantaneous, so at least for 2. Shields I use mainly probably for the ones that are questing, because it's usually around for longer. LeFou I put in as a sort of out to the Lilo Simba play, just to ready the Simba. So obviously I'll make sure I have a 1 cost in hand with this. But if I go first though, I have other ways of getting out of it anyway, so it's not a big issue. So yeah, so just those. Next, the draw of the decks. So obviously I'll play removal, so you can imagine there's quite a few uninkables, so I must have some sort of draw. It's not a +1, but it is a draw. So I play Simba, 1 cost draw, it's really good. Again, it's not a +1, you discard a card, but it fixes hands, so no harm in playing it. Again, 2 life as well, it's just a little bit more resilient than other stuff I could play. Next is Beast Mirror. When I first looked at this card, I thought it was really good in a deck which probably doesn't draw that much, and probably will hit 0. And I forgot about the fact that I play uninkables, and yeah, most of the time, in fact, I think all the time I've seen this card, it's never helped because I had uninkables in my hand. So yeah, this is probably going to be subbed out for something else. Not too sure yet. Possibly some more removal. As you'll see later, I play some bizarre ratios just so I don't actually get screwed on uninkables in hand. Next, 2 Tinks. Obviously, the draw is a nice bonus. Obviously, there's a shift target to the bigger Tink. Yeah, it's removal. I play removal, so it's going to be in a deck. Next, the last draw. I started at 4 and I cut this down to 2. I'm glad I did because I don't think I need to see 4 of these. A Whole New World. It's really good, but of course it's uninkable. Well, the biggest thing is you've got to be very careful when you actually play this card, because it might be worse for you, especially if you're going into aggro decks, for example, and they just go wide. If you don't see a removal, you are very screwed. So if you feel like in an advantage with this in hand, don't bother playing it. Just leave it. And I found it worked. Just don't. Yeah. Funny enough, actually, speaking of this card, I had a friendly game earlier today, and I was against steel, and we actually almost decked out the opponent's steel deck. It was quite funny. We both played it. So next, go into the bit that everybody probably wants to see, the removal. And first off, fire the cannons. Sole purpose is for Lilo and Maleficent, if Maleficent's played, but mainly Lilo because that's probably more common to see. That's the sole purpose of this card. I play quite a lot of. I play on the high end. I don't really play much aggro low end, so to keep up with those aggro decks, he's there just to make sure Lilo's go goodbye. Next, Smash. Despite being a free cost, funny enough, is actually an out to Lilo as well, because if you go first, you will hit 3 when they do the symbol Lilo play. So you actually will play this and just straight away remove the Lilo, or if you've got a character on board, just remove Simba and tackle Lilo. And 3 damage on Inkable is just really good. And it also helps to get with other cards as well, especially when you work it alongside. Next card, 3 hands. If I had a 4th one, I probably would play a 4th one. Yeah, quest for 2, which is really good. What I do like about it is when it does quest, it deals 1 damage, so it sort of lowers other characters' health down, so they're within range of like Smash or Grab Your Swords. So if I play hands, I would play a 4th. If I had a 4th, I thought I had 4. I don't, sadly. But it has been very useful every time it's come up. Next is Red's best one of Red's probably best removals, because it's not extremely high on the 5 cost Jugfire. As you might notice, I played 3. When I first built this deck, it was at 16 unlinkables, I believe, and I had to really cut it down somewhere. I ended up cutting this down to 3 because of the draw power I had, especially with Whole New World. I felt like I was probably going to see enough of these, and I have. But in some games, I have felt like I might need a 4th. So those 2 Beast Mirror earlier, they might be cut out for, and look at this again, and I'll try it out and see, and pray I don't actually break on unlinkables. That's my biggest fear, as you can probably guess. Next, grab your sword. Yeah, I cut this to 2 initially because I had the Be Prepared, and I thought I don't need to play 4 of these, which I think is fine. I think it's worth it. Like just 2s, I think it's fine. Might need more testing. It's predominantly for the steel matchup, I think. I need aggro matchup actually. So it's not going to come up in every single matchup. Control matchup is probably pointless, but you can't ink it sadly. But yeah, so 2. Next is shift target for the Tinks, which is the bigger Tink. Again, a great card. 6 cost, inkable, 4/5. Obviously, when played, does 1 damage to everything. That sort of lowers it towards grab your sword range, smash range, that sort of thing. And just being able to attack and then do damage to another character is really good. And it quests for 2. I always welcome the 2 questers if I can. So nothing wrong with that. Next, probably the most feared card in Red. Be Prepared. This card is absolutely insane when it drops. Yeah, if opponent goes wide, this is ruthless. This card, nothing stops this card. So yeah, it's great to have. Again, I cut it from 4 to 3 just because I had too many unlinkables. I thought I cut somewhere, so I thought I'd reduce this down to 3 because I had all the draw power. Similar to Dragonfire. I feel like I see enough of it, and I do. To be fair, this wasn't that bad actually, and I saw it every game I played it. To be honest, so 3 is not too bad. Might go to 4 though. Next, another insane card, Maleficent. You gotta play this if you're playing Control. Very big dragon. 9 costs, 7/5, so it's big body as well. It's absolutely insane, just removes anything on board. Obviously doesn't go around ward, which is why I do play Be Prepared and grab your sword. Yeah, quest for 2, but yeah, it's a big body. I think that's the biggest thing about it as well. If you drop it at the right time, not only does it remove a thing, but it's actually really hard to remove because it's 7/5. So unless you go against red, then it is a struggle for the opponent. And the last card is the non-character who is actually the item removal. It is Beast. Again, quest for 2, which I always welcome. It's very coincidentally fantastic in this deck. Yeah, and against steel matchups, against amber matchups, well, not steel, I'm saying. Against amber matchups, sapphire matchups, get rid of the lanterns, get rid of the Eye of Fates, and even shields in red matchup. Very useful to do, very useful. And again, quest for 2. So I'm not short on questers, that's for sure. And yeah, and that's the last 4 cards of the deck.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the deck profile. Congrats on for tonight. And will we see you on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll try to be down Sunday for sure.
Nice.
I
Right.
might even play the deck again and just keep testing it because I actually quite like it.
In that case, good luck for that. And
Thank you very much.
well, don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you all very, very soon.